What's going on, guys? Mattitude here, getting towards the end of Cleveland Taco Week 2020. I know it's been such a bittersweet journey, but you know, all good things must come to an end, but not before we try some tacos here at Southern Tier Brewing Company. We are in downtown Cleveland, ready to see what kind of shells they've got and how they hold up against their competition in Cleveland Taco Week. So let's go step on inside, see what kind of tacos they got, and see if we can make it happen. Come on. All right, guys, so here we are, Southern Tier Brewing Company, about to dive in on their 3 tacos of choice for this year's Taco Week. We've got the Butternut Squash, we've got the Pork a la Pastar, and we also have the Chicken Tinka Taco. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start here on the left with the Chicken Tinka Taco, okay? Mainly because this has been a pretty popular flavor for people this week for Cleveland Taco Week. So, let me go ahead and jump in on this. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory, okay? We've got a little bit of the cheese on here. You got some diced tomatoes. Not a big fan of the diced tomatoes this full like this, but it hasn't been a deal breaker for the rest of the week. Let's see if it is here today. These are pretty good tacos. I gotta say, there's just the right amount of cheese on there. Listen, I don't like to go overboard with the cheese. People like to just dump it on, you know, give me a full goat's worth. It's not what I'm looking for. I need just the right amount, and man, does it accent the rest of this taco perfectly. It's the right proportion of chicken, right proportion of tomato, perfect all the way around. So, they get high marks on the Chicken Tinka Taco, but now we're going to shift gears and get into the pork, okay? Now there's a little bit of pineapple on this guy. Pork, boy does this look good. But we're not grading on looks here, we're grading on flavor. So let's go ahead and take a bite and see how this is gonna hold up this week. Ooh, we got a little bit of falling apart action going on here at the bottom, but it's not gonna stop me. All right, now it's kind of similar to a degree to the pineapple taco I had earlier this week, but here's what the difference is. There's a little bit more meat on this guy, okay? So you're getting a little bit more kick. I think it's gonna fill you up just a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, the other ones were great too, but this also just tastes like it might be a little bit of a fresher pineapple here. So listen, this one's fantastic too. They've really done well so far here with the Chicken Tinka and with the pork, but now we're gonna get over here to the Butternut Squash, okay? Very unique flavor, very fall oriented, which I do like, it being early in October, you know. It's all about the pumpkin spice. Well, now we're gonna get into some Butternut Squash. It's the next best thing. A few other ingredients as well. Let's see how it holds up, man. This taco is not hanging together very well. It's definitely gonna have to play a part in the final ruling, but I'm not gonna hold it against them right this second. Now these guys definitely got a little bit of cilantro in there, and it gives it a nice solid little kick when you bite into it. Nothing too spicy, just a little something to wake you up, which is great. It's lunchtime, you know, I needed a little pick-me-up, and here we are, it's picking me up. Pretty solid taco, I can't really complain. I don't think that I really taste the squash in it, but I also don't really know what squash tastes like. If I'm eating any gourd, it's a pumpkin and a pumpkin pie, you know? But I gotta say, all 3 tacos here have been pretty solid so far. It's time for the final ruling. So here we are, guys, the final review for Southern Tier Brewing Company. Listen, their tacos have all been fantastic. If you didn't keep up with us earlier in the video, which the video's only been about 2 minutes long, I don't know if you got short-term memory loss, what your problem is, but it has been quite the selection over here, okay? We've got the Butternut Squash, we've got the Chicken Tinka Taco, and then we've also got their Pastor Pork. Pastor Pork. My, that's a tricky name, but let me say that that's where the trickiness stops, okay? Because it's real simple. What I gotta say, all these tacos are 5-star. They're all excellently made. If I could critique anything on them, it would be the shell quality, okay? As you can see, I believe on this first one, shell's ripping apart. Can't handle my masculine fingers, but you know, as long as I can get it in my mouth, that's all that matters. If we're gonna start with the chicken tinga taco, okay, that's where it all began. That was the first one I tried out. Listen, pretty solid taco, okay? Wasn't necessarily anything that I would write home about, but it was pretty filling, excellent flavor, the perfect proportions, okay? I cannot stress that enough. You can't overdo it with any one particular topping, and that's going a long way for them with this ruling. So they're getting an 8 out of 10 on that taco, okay? Excellent job. The next one I tried was the pork taco. Listen, this one was fantastic as well. It's got the pineapple on there. I think that they're growing it right there in the back. It's so fresh, okay? Got a lot of meat on that guy. Look how thick that puppy is. This is one that's gonna keep you filled up. And as I said, when it comes to tacos, that goes a really long way. This guy, I'm not crazy about pineapple. This one's pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10, okay? And now, let's get over here to the last one. Creativity points, okay, goes a long way with this guy. This is the Butternut Squash taco, and honestly, it's kind of middle of the road for me. Didn't really drive me nuts. You get some creativity points because I haven't seen anything even remotely close to anybody working with anything like that this week. So if I gotta rate this one, I'm gonna give it a 6, okay? Definitely worth trying. Just wasn't really anything to write home about for me. So you got a 6, you got a 7, you got an 8. Southern Tier Brewing Company, you guys get a 7 for the week. Great job.